By the way, this video is going to be a trigger warning for anyone that suffers with, you know, any sort of eating disorder or food disorder. So if you are easily triggered, just go ahead and exit the video because this video is not for you. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nay. If you're new, thank you so much for clicking and watching this video. So today's video is going to be a little bit more intense, but also very opening. I've talked about this before on my channel, but I actually made the video private because, I don't know, I feel like I don't know, it's just like really weird for me to talk about. It's something that I feel like should be talked about more often, but I don't necessarily talk about it to like anyone really, which is kind of weird because I'm putting it out to social media. But I just feel like, especially with like Thanksgiving coming up and the holidays, it's a lot about food and the Victoria's Secret show that just recently came up and the controversy kind of behind whatever went on with that. And social media now, it's just something that I want to put out there for people, especially young girls. I feel like social media just pushes images of people, the perception of what people think about you, and all that stuff like in your face so often that we kind of get almost like conditioned to think that there's like an ideal body type, an ideal, you know, way that you're supposed to live your life in order to achieve this body type. And it honestly pisses me off when I see certain things or hear certain things, like what just happened at Victoria's Secret. I don't even know who it was, but one of the top guys like made a comment that was just so ignorant and annoying to me that I just felt like I wanted to share this video with you guys. So I'm going to talk about my eating disorder. It's so prevalent in today's society to not love your body, to compare ourselves, and to do like drastic things in order to achieve the ideal body type, which just blows my mind. I kind of want to talk to you guys about my experience and how I have personally gained a better, healthier relationship with food. One of the biggest things that irks me really bad, there's very few things in life that like really make me upset because I try not to just put any energy into stuff that just, you know, you shouldn't be putting energy into. But something that really bugs me now is the whole editing of pictures on social media. Because when I was younger, I compared myself to girls all the time. I compared myself to actresses in magazines. I've compared myself to people who are in my high school. But now kids today see not only just the kids in their school, not only actresses and actors, but they also see every freaking person on social media. I want to say 95% of the images that you see on social media, I feel like everyone knows this now, but they're not real pictures. They are extremely edited. I totally edit my pictures. I make the colors contrastic. I will whiten my teeth occasionally. If I have a freckle that's right here and I want to make it like a little bit more detailed, I'll detail the freckle to make it pop a little bit more. I play with colors, but something that I will never ever do when it comes to pictures, especially on social media, is alter my body. Making my arms skinnier, making my legs have more of a thigh gap, having a skinnier waistline, a bigger butt. So many girls, like I'm telling you guys, like 95% of the people that I know on social media, especially models, alter their bodies on apps, alter their butt, alter their abs. Like it's all not real. And the fact that we're displaying these perfectly perfect images and then acting like that's our body type, it could be so misleading to like young girls out there. And it just bugs me because I'm like, they do drastic things like I used to do in order to achieve this perfectly maintained body that's not even real. So when I say I have an eating disorder, I had an eating disorder, I don't even know, I don't think I have it anymore, but I definitely like have a different relationship with food than I did back then. I always have had like a weird relationship with food. Like I always, you know, believed in diets. I grew up with like magazines that displayed like anorexic actors, and it was like a huge thing when I was in, I want to say like middle school to high school. You know, celebrities like Lindsay Lohan, Hilary Duff had a disorder, Nicole Richie, Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, like they would show these women like at their worst, but they would put it on the main page and they were like popular, and that's what I kind of saw growing up when it comes to like body types. It was like the skinnier the better. And it wasn't like maintaining a healthy skinny. It was like you starve yourself to kind of get there. So I would grow up and try not to, you know, eat meals. I remember in like high school, maybe middle school. Middle school was like probably the worst. Like I would try my best not to eat dinner or try my best not to eat lunch, and then I would like reward myself and think that was cool because I skipped a meal. I remember going like at my dad's house, I would like eat snacks and then I would like chew on them and then spit them out, and I would think, oh, I didn't get the calories because all I did was chew on them. Like I would literally try my best not to eat. Like that is awful. Now that I think about it, it's just so sad to me because my age and my mindset, I thought that was like what you were supposed to do. Like it's so sad to me. And so when I went to college, I had a lot of just really careless nights, and I honestly didn't care about the stuff that I ate. I ate McDonald's, but I would again skip meals, you know, to try to make myself look skinnier. So dumb. But that's what I did. I just kind of have always had that relationship with food where it's like not a healthy relationship. I looked at food as like enemy. It's like calories or carbs or whatever the fuck that the media puts out to you of like what you should and shouldn't be eating, because they make it food like such a big ordeal, like what to eat, when to eat, how often to eat, like this rule thing that it's not even like real. Like you have to have intuitive eating. You have to eat when you're hungry, but also be conscious of what you're eating. Like obviously if you're hungry and you're craving a burger, maybe your body is craving iron, so find foods with iron. And even in the Bible it says food is thy medicine. Like we need to use food as like health and energy, but also be able to eat, you know, a burger and fries and not, you know, go crazy over our thoughts when eating it and enjoy it and have fun with it. But at the same time, there's a balance. Like you can have those unhealthy meals and, you know, splurge every once in a while to live your life, live your best life, and then be able to go right back to eating, you know, a quinoa salad with cucumbers and, you know, tofu and be healthy with that. Like there's just like this weird relationship that society has with food that is just so unhealthy. Yeah, I feel like everyone at some point has some sort of weird relationship with food, and that should not be the case. So when I met Noah, he's actually from the UK. So I used to think of eating healthy as like, oh, the lower the calorie, no carbs. Like I would go to Subway and get like whole wheat bread with like turkey, provolone, lettuce and tomato and light mayo. That is also unhealthy because the ingredient list in that is just insane. But Noah in the UK grew up thinking, not like typical Americans, that like whole foods were healthy, lots of veggies, lots of spices. He kind of got me into that mindset of eating whole based foods, and I saw my body alter, but I was eating more than I had ever eaten before. So I was losing weight, but at the same time I was like eating way healthier. I felt better, I had more energy. So I was in a healthier mindset. I was not having a bad relationship with food. Then came modeling. Dun, 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 dun. I went completely downhill when modeling started because I would compare myself to the women that are the ideal model body types. I would be extremely aware of what I ate. I never went out because I didn't want to eat unhealthy. I wouldn't eat oatmeal. Like oatmeal, that's like one of the healthiest foods for you in the world. I wouldn't eat it because I thought it had carbs. I would literally count out how many almonds I ate. Like it was awful. I lived off smoothies. I used to think that like smoothies, because they were like blended up, your body could process them and digest them more. I would go to bed with my stomach growling, and I thought, great, like that's awesome. I would calorie count, make sure that I was eating like below 1200 calories. I ended up getting into binge eating, which is basically like just splurging on food whenever you have the chance. And I used to babysit a lot, and the parents would always be like, oh, you know, like whatever's in the fridge you can have, and there'd be like cookie dough and pizza and chips and Teddy Grahams and like all this stuff that I would literally eat until I couldn't even feel my stomach. Like I was full and I just kept eating and eating and eating because my body mentally thought, you're starving yourself and this is like all that you have and you're allowing yourself this, so don't stop, get all the nutrients that it can get. And when you do this, when you starve yourself like this and then you eat unhealthy, because you're starving your body takes all the stuff, the sugar, the carbs, like the fat, it stores into your body because it thinks this is really rare, so I'm gonna store it. You don't process the food as naturally as if you know, ate frequently throughout the day. So something that also I have never talked about, and I don't even know if I'm gonna put it in the video. I'm gonna just say it out loud for like a therapeutic thing for myself, I don't know. But I remember one time I was babysitting and I ate so much again, and I would like try to like work out and like run with the kid and like try to act like, oh yeah, I'm just like, you know, working it off, like keep going, like the more you work out, the more calories you burn. And I remember going to the bathroom, and I have always tried to make myself throw up like I have before. I never could make myself throw up, like I just can't throw up. And I remember one time just going over and over and over, like sticking my fingers down my throat, and I remember throwing up. Like, yeah, that was like the worst thing I ever did to myself ever. I look back and I'm just like, really? It was disgusting. I remember seeing it, and I remember the feeling of being like proud. Like, that's the sad part. Like, I was proud that I made myself throw up, and I felt better, I felt more energy, and it was like, I feel like, thank God I've never done that ever again. But that was definitely like a very low point. When I look back at it, it's just like embarrassing almost. It's like, what? Like, why did you do that? To make other people like your body? Like, you don't feel good, you don't look healthy, you look gross, honestly. But I was doing it so that I could like fit into the realm of like the modeling world, and it's just sick to me. It's sick. I hate that, because like, why? I don't understand the concept of altering your body to make other people approve of your body. It's like, who gives a what they think? Like, this is my body. Like, and I mentally didn't feel well, physically I didn't feel well, emotionally obviously I was feeling all sorts of ways, and I did all of this for the approval or even just a good picture of myself. Like, a fucking picture. A picture. That is crazy. I remember at one point too, I ended up getting food poisoning. I ate shrimp that was undercooked and I lost a ton of weight. But then right after that, because my body was so weak at the time, I ended up getting the flu. And then I didn't eat, obviously, for the flu. I was like literally dying. And I got down to like 100 pounds, and right now I'm 125, I want to say. Like, I don't even weigh myself anymore. I have no idea, but I'm assuming I weigh like 125 pounds, maybe 130. 120, I don't know, but somewhere around that. The fact that I was like literally down to 100 pounds, I'm 5'7", and I was 100 pounds, like that is crazy. And I remember my doctor, and she's like, your weight has been going down, like, is everything okay? And then my dad even mentioned something. We were on the beach one time, and he's like, you're getting like really thin, it's like something's going up, like you need to start eating better. I just remember people like commenting on those things, but like, I don't know. I never really listened because I didn't see it. Even like back then, I didn't know that I had an eating disorder. I thought that was normal. I thought I was healthy. I thought I was healthy because I was eating so healthy. But the fact that I was eating so little, and the fact that I was calorie counting, and the fact that I was doing it to lose weight is unhealthy. I remember looking at pictures and my teeth were like literally so out. My cheeks were sunken in. My eyes were like bulging out of my head. I look pale, I look frail, my clothes were like way too big for me. I just look sick. I look sickly, and it's sad to look back at pictures. What's crazy to me is when I would take these pictures, at the moment I remember thinking, oh, I look big. Like, that's like some sort of body dysmorphia thing, because I used to look and think that I was fat, or I used to think that I was overweight. And you look back at these pictures and you're like, good God, you look sick. Like, you look so unhappy. I know that I was unhappy now that I look back at my like mindset back then. And I used to feel faint all the time. I was tired. I never went out. I was so controlled by food and what society put in front of my face. Like, that's what I revolved my life around, food. It was exhausting. And so I ended up quitting modeling, and that day I remember going to Five Guys. I was like, take me to Five Guys, I'm having a burger. And I remember for like 2 weeks, I didn't care what I ate. I ate anything, because that modeling, I felt like that was kind of the pressure of what put me in this situation. I just hate the modeling industry. I really do. I freaking hate it. I used to like look up to like these models and Victoria's Secret models and America's Next Top models, and now that the society honestly has been shifting, I am so much happier. I see models who are all types of sizes. I see stretch marks sometimes, I see acne sometimes, and I just love the fact that it's kind of gearing towards that direction now, because I feel like that fake persona or that fake image of what women are, especially on social media, is so unhealthy for me, and I think unhealthy for a lot of people. And it's just not healthy in general to have a relationship with your body, first of all, like that, and second of all, food, which is supposed to be something that you get energy from, something that you heal yourself with, something that you get fun and loving energy from. Like, it shouldn't be this like bad enemy that we've created food to be. And all these fad diets that women think that they should be on, which is, if you ever, please take anything from this video, don't ever go on a diet. Don't ever go on some fad diet. It's a lifestyle. You have to eat healthy. There's balance. Eat unhealthy sometimes, but don't beat yourself up for it. Just have a good freaking time, and don't live your life revolved around food. Especially now with all these, like, I'm not saying vegan is bad. I think vegan is so healthy and so beneficial, but a lot of people take it to the next level with especially the what I eat in a day videos, which, do keep in mind, people put out there, they don't eat that every single day. Sometimes they put their best what I eat in a day videos out. A lot of the pictures on the what I eat in a day videos are altered for you to click on them. They don't really have that type of body style. The picture's altered. The people who go to extreme dieting or extreme veganism or beat you up for like eating a certain thing or whatever, don't let that affect, it's so hard to say don't let that affect you, because I know it does, but just know that it's not real, and that that's not normal to behave or eat like that, and to each their own. So whatever works for you, works for you. Just make sure that you're eating healthy, whole, plant-based foods. But at the same time, if you eat something that, you know, is considered unhealthy, who cares? Enjoy it, you know, because you eat healthy the majority of the time. I eat like 80-20, like 80% I eat healthy, and then 20% I'll eat, like, you know, Chick-fil-A, pizza, like, you know, Thanksgiving is coming up. I can't wait to eat all the Thanksgiving meals. I just wanted to put this out there because I saw the like Victoria's Secret thing, and it just like kind of irked me. And then I've been seeing a lot of women lately on social media that is clearly edited body types that to put out to people, especially how many young followers you have, to me is just, that's just wrong. I don't like that at all. I don't want you guys to have that experience that I had, and I want you guys to love food, love your body, do it as a lifestyle. Don't do stupid fad diets that people shove in your face. Read the ingredients, know what's in your food, because a lot of these diet foods have chemicals in them that are awful, cause cancer, all this stuff. When you read the ingredients and you know what's in the ingredients, you're good. Mindfully eat, don't binge eat, don't eat when you're not hungry. Drink water before you eat to see if you're even hungry in the first place, or if you're just bored. Don't eat in front of the TV. Try one meal a day of just eating with just you and your food, nothing else, and just try to eat mindfully and establish a healthier relationship with food so that you don't really have to go through what I went through. So I hope that if you guys do have some sort of disorder or, you know, unhealthy relationship with food, that this video somehow helped you in a way. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, comment down below and I will do my best to answer them. I will see you guys all in a future video. Bye guys.